this. We are gonna draw Pikachu in action. All right. So I just found a picture of Pikachu online. I typed in Pikachu in action, and I really just wanted to kind of get the other side of Pikachu, because Pikachu is kind of more cute, friendly character, but now I want to go see him in action and saving lives, right? So let's get right into it. We're gonna just take out your sheet of paper, take out your pencil, and we're gonna draw a simple sketch of Pikachu in action, right? So let's start by drawing his head, right? And these are light sketches, sketch lines, right? Throughout, I'm just drawing the top, and I'm just gonna lightly kind of draw his face here. And his head is usually bigger than his body, from my own research and what I noticed about him. So you might want to take note of that as well, right? Here is his head, and you can see kind of his cheek here that kind of pops out right there, right? And then I'm gonna start working, just get a basic outline of Pikachu. So I got his head. I'm not gonna put his ears yet, but his arm starts to come out, and it's wide open there, right? It's coming out, and he got like 1, 2, 3, 4. He got 5 fingers from what I see in the picture that I found, right? So I'm gonna pop that in right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then his arm kind of goes down this way, so it's like a chunky arm, right? It's in that angle, right? And then his body comes out right about here, right? And it comes out this way. And that is his stomach area. Notice I'm just using these sketch lines, and his getting the bottom of his feet over here, and it comes around, kind of goes up in an upward slanted direction, these curved lines, and back around. So here's the side of his head. His other arm comes out this way, right? And he's flying down, looking at the person or the thing that he's going to destroy, right? With his energy tail and power ball that he has, right? And right now I'm just drawing his arm. His arm comes out here, and then the back of his leg, his back, right there, comes around, boom. So you can see the movement, and he's kind of, you gotta think that he's flying down, right? And then right here we got his leg or his foot, right? He's doing some kind of like a karate kick kind of thing, almost, but it's actually his tail, right? His tail is the one that has the power and the force, right? And this time he's moving in action, right? Boom. And then we got this part, and then his other foot is down here on the bottom left. I'm trying to get all that detail there, right? Bam. Like it looks kind of like a kick that but he's actually just trying to extend, right? And really kind of get that movement right in there. So we got that going. Now I'm gonna get the detail of his face. Oh, let's get his ears. Let's get his ears. So his ear kind of comes up and back towards the right. His left ear right there, right? Because he's kind of flying downwards to the left there. And now, so there's a little bit of curve right there, and then of course the darkened tip there. We can take that in there. And then his other ears flapping back this way. towards the right, right? And it's like right above his arm there, I mean his hand, so that tip is somewhat lined up. Wow. And there you have it, it's coming together. This is Pikachu in action, right? Using his powers, using his force. And we're gonna get that going. Bingo. And then his red cheeks or his orange cheeks. Gonna draw that in right there. The other one is over here by this other side. Kind of lightly draw that in, and then his mouth is open, like he's gonna say something like "Papa," right? And he's just gonna go for it right there. Oh yeah. There you go. There you go. Mouth is wide open. You can see the tongue in there. Shade this in. Right? The dark area. Right? Yeah. There you go. He's moving. He's in action. Then his nose is a small little nose there. His eyes are not perfect circles. They got this slanted line on the top, and then the eyeballs. Right? Because he's mad. Right? He's using his energy, his powers, right? And he's getting that in there. So let's get his other eye. Other eye's right there. Start with that slanted line. And now we add in the curved line right in there. And of course the glare in his eyes. And shade that in. Wow, that's coming out really cool right there. Really get that in there. Get the details. Really have fun, right? Really, we're just trying to express ourselves, right? As you draw, I know you're using your imagination and just kind of really feeling the emotion of Pikachu here, and really seeing the anger and the power, right, that he has. Get some lines here. Just kind of give that emotion. There's some lines here, right? The shadows. Or the creases in his ears and all that. Some details there. Now I'm going to add in some shading here. I'm going to add in some shading. Just going to lightly shade right here. Right, I'm just using the side of my pencil. Really just kind of shading that in. Right, and just have fun with this, right? On the bottom, it's all shaded right here. And it kind of goes into this curved line. Back up and down. Right, so I'm just kind of quickly shading this in, just to kind of know where all the dark areas are at. Right, so I'm just kind of shading that in. That's all the shadows that's happening, and it kind of really forms him. Right, makes him look more three-dimensional instead of flat. Right, and really noticing where all these shadows and shades are. Right, there's some shadow here. Right, it kind of gives that three-dimension now. Started to kind of unfold. Now I'm gonna start drawing in. Let's get that shade by his chin. I'm gonna draw in the tail. Watch this. Tail is right here. This is where he gets his power. Right? Comes back up this way. Back this way. Right? Up. Back. And then this one kind of comes back by his arm, by his hand there, and all the way up, and then back up this way, right? Right on. Let's start from the bottom again. There we go. Let's get those lines in there. These are just simple slanted lines and diagonal lines. And really mastering those elements of art that you know and are developing or even mastering at this point, right? Right? If you know those elements of art and you master them, you're on your way to being an amazing artist, right? Because that is the foundation, the elements and principles of art. Now I'm going to add in that energy that's coming out from his tail. Right, I'm just gonna draw a simple circle here, and then another round circle around it, right? And kind of create that energy source. Right, another bigger one right there. And then out of that, I'm gonna draw these zigzag curved lines and wavy lines, like there's energy coming out, right? Electricity. And again, notice I'm very loose, but I'm very intentional. Very loose, but very intentional where I put these energy or these electricity source coming out, right? That way it looks cool, it looks well balanced, right? And I'm connecting some of them, and then some of them are coming out with smaller electricity lines or whatever you want to call it, right? And then you got that source, right? And it's really loose. I'm just using my pencil and just kind of making these gestural lines, they call it, right? And sometimes I'm adding some space like this. What is that? That's just some curved, squiggly lines that kind of pops out, right? Add some more right there and here, right? Look at that. Now it's kind of slowly coming together, right? And again, this is just a sketch, right? This is like a step one of 5, right? I would redo this or re-outline this with the black pen, right? This is just a sketch. I kind of got my outline. I kind of know where everything is. My second steps, I'll make the corrections in some of the compositions or the placements of the lines. But this is just a good starting point, and it's a good opportunity to kind of have fun and really express yourself. Get your thoughts and your energy on paper, and like, okay, is this good enough to move on, right? Should I continue with this drawing and work on draft 2 and maybe if you're working on paper, grab a tracing paper and trace over it, but now clean up the lines, right? I'm gonna clean up the lines. In my case, I would do another layer, right? Add another layer, then I will go black, and now I'm on a second layer, right? You have a tracing paper, and then you just re-outline. But now you take your time and really clean that up, right? Really get all those outlines, right? And now I'm just taking my time. I'm cleaning up those lines that I do want, getting rid of the ones I don't want, right? And you know, after you outline with your black pen, what do you do afterwards? What do? Grab your eraser, right? Then you erase it and clean it all up, right? You clean it all up and you make that work, right? Well, you continue to do that. Outline and trace and then erase, right? And really have a good time doing this. Again, you're expressing yourself, you're educating yourself, and you're having a good time, right? And that's what we do here, right? Express yourself and educate, right? Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see it, or share your comments and let me know. This is Nick1 out.